Hello, World Tank Blitzers, it's Littlefinger. Hey, I've done something completely stupid. Yes, been watching a couple of videos about the new French tank destroyer, and I think that it may be as good, if not better, than one of the best Tier 8 TD premium tanks, the WZ-121G FT here. So what I did was I went into the store and bought 12 keys. And here's the issue. So right now, the event going on is the lockbox event for the AMX M454, which I already have. However, hidden within this box are certificates for the Canon Dassault 105. So I only have 7 crates right now. I have way more keys than that because I just bought 12 and had 4 left over from a previous event. So I am now contemplating opening up crates in the hopes of getting 4 enough, 4, 5, however many certificates I'm going to need to get this tank. Mind you, I already have all of the other tanks, so I think this is a completely dumb move. But let's see what happens. 15 gold boosters, and there's 30 certificates for the tank I already have. Let's open up another one. Another 10 gold boosters. AMX 1357, we already have that, and we don't want to see 10s, we want to see 30s. And I'm going to add so many certificates to tanks that I already have. Another 10, 100 gold, that's horrible. Down to 4 containers to open. I'm going to have to play some more games. There's 30 for the M454, so we're getting pretty close. I think that's, what, 60 now for that one? All right, we've got 3 more. My guess is I'm only going to get credits if I even do get that one. There's another 20 for that, so that might put us at 80. 100. That's not the tank we want, though. And I still have not received... There's the 1375. I have not received a certificate for the tank that I want. So this is why you don't open crates. Well, there's another 30 for the AMX. So we should have enough now to get the AMX. I'll be interested to see what I get out of it. Because where is it? There's so many of these now. It's one of the blue ones down here. Look, we have 110. Yeah, we can convert that to a gold one, and then we can come down here and we can get that tank. So in 7 crates, I ended up getting the top tank, but I did not get a single certificate for the tank that I actually wanted. And yes, we're going to get 3 million credits. Woohoo! That brings us to 294 million credits. That was a complete failure. If we go back here into the others, I'm left with 9 keys now, so not sure I want to repeat that when I get more containers, just because I didn't get a single one of the one that I wanted. So we'll have to wait and be patient for this tank to come into stores, but I do want to show you a few games from this tank that have been sent in by a subscriber to the channel. Alright guys, so I really wanted to do a full tank review on this, but it's really difficult when I don't have the tank in my garage. And so I was looking at the stats after watching these games that I'm about to show you, and this is why I think this could be the new top of class at Tier 8 TD for a premium tank. Now, hang with me and let's go through these stats. The only downside is you have the lowest DPM of the tanks that I pulled up. But we all know DPM is not the end-all, be-all. You have to mix in all of the other factors that a tank can give you. And I think that's where this tank really shines. 260 pen, top of the class. 350 alpha, that makes sense. The other tanks here have a 122 millimeter gun. You have a 105 millimeter gun. But look at this, 1525 on your shell velocity, very similar to the Canon, but the other tanks with only 1,030 odd % difference. This means that the tank can successfully sit at the back of the map and snipe because you have a super high shell velocity. And when we get into the weapon handling, you've got the best aim time and really good dispersion. All right, so not only can it sit in the back, look at the gun depression at 8 degrees, right? This is going to enhance our ability to play on hills, which also enhances our effective armor. We've got 50 kilometers per hour and 20 in reverse, the same as the WZ. What's interesting, though, is that this tank is lighter and has more horsepower. Look at the effective horsepower to ton ratio. It's top of the class. It's faster than the Canon as far as accelerating goes. Maybe not top speed, but this tank is going to get you places fast. All right, now the other obviously important factor is the armor. You're going to say, okay, well, the armor's not as good as the WZ. Well, maybe it is, and let's take a look at it, right? Looking at the sides here, 428 millimeters of effective armor. The front here, 230 with the 90 mil, 180 effective. This is obviously your biggest weak spot here at 106 effective armor. This lower plate is nice and strong too, but keep in mind, I said you had 8 degrees of gun depression. All right, let's put that gun depression in. Look at these numbers now: 400, 230, 400, 400. This tank, if we switch this over to the WZ, which only has 6 degrees of gun depression, you can't get that effective. You've got to pull it down here, 288s. So I think this tank might actually be more fun to drive, and I hope it comes out for sale and not hidden within crates, under certificates, under crates again, because I am anxious to give this tank a drive. All right, guys, first game I've got for you, and all 3 of these were graciously sent in by T3 Nighthawk 00. Looks like he had total fun in this game because I've got 3 ace masteries to send in. You can look right off the bat here, accelerating past everybody on the team, getting into position first, taking a backwards position, kind of using a little bit of the hard area in front of him. So he probably would, if he gets a shot off, then turn and just drive into that wall, trying to hide the rest of his tank. But hey, nobody spotted yet. Most of his team has crossed on over. They would have been spotted by now. So get on across this opening right here before those guys get spotted up on the bridge. And you'll see what happens if you don't in a second. So teams all staying together. That's real nice. But we don't have many reds spotted yet. So do you keep pushing or do you turn? And this is where the team starts to fall apart usually. So they're all pushing, and it's like, oh, wait a minute, we've got someone behind us. Let's go back. Or you've got a slow tank behind you, like an AT or a T95, and you know, they need some support. He's running engine accelerator on this. Again, guys, this doesn't make you drive faster. It only helps you accelerate and get to top speed quicker. And in instances where you can't maximize that top speed, it helps you get closer to that max speed, like driving up hills and whatnot. And there we saw Tier 9 light tank bouncing the first shot. Okay, and this might get a little bit boring here, guys. Bear with me, though. I do really like the defensive style here. I know people get all too caught up in, I got to get shots off, I got to get damage, and And I feel like, you know, it puts themselves into really bad positions. Another thing to talk about that I've noticed a lot of better players, shall I say, they do effectively use hills. You know, I always talk about not sitting on top of hills. As we watch the standard B try to cross through that opening, yeah, that did not work out for him. He probably got tracked there and then got taken out. So going back to my point about the hills, early on in your early blitz days, you might have just sat on top of a hill, and then before you knew it, 3, 4, 5 shots all come in and you're dead. And so you learn quickly not to sit on hills. But if you have really good map awareness and you can tell who has shot, if they're reloading, it is safe to get on top of a hill. And basically what I like about it is that after you've taken your shot, because you are backing down a steep incline, you obviously accelerate faster and you get to safety faster. And obviously that takes a lot of map awareness. You need to know where all the other tanks are, if you're going to get shot or not, and you need obviously to be able to execute that. So the other thing that I'm really noticing, and I'm surprised that shot bounced there, but look, he is backing up almost as fast as this IS-5 is accelerating at him. And just so easy to pen. Just a standard fair game here. Good defense, good offense. 3 kills, 3,244 damage, 137,000 credits, 1142 on the XP. Let's see if 203 assistant damage, but that is it. So the bar is probably a little bit low right now for the ace on it just because it's so new. But you can see that to me looked like a fun battle. Alright guys, let's drop into another battle here. Again, Nighthawk, AMX CDA 105. Mayan Ruins. Alright, so now the engine accelerator is going to help him get up to top speed, which we saw was 50 kilometers per hour. Just pulling away from everybody here. And he's noticed that half or majority of his team has gone right. So he is going to now relocate to the middle. Looked like he wanted to go left to the heavy side. They only have 2 heavies. Pulling up here, see if anyone gets spotted. This is super aggressive gameplay for a TD. And again, remember what we talked about here with the effective armor here, being able to quickly back down a hill. Using that 8 degrees of gun depression is making your armor the strongest it absolutely can be. And just getting some serious shots in real quick here. Already up to 1,000 damage. Get a shot here on the SU. Max roll is 438. Very nice. Dropped adrenaline, or the engine boost here, is help him get up the hill. Big old shot taken there from the RHM. Sitting down, camping at the bottom of the map there. So it's going to try to return the favor here. No shot. There's the RHM again. No scope. Decides here to move on in on the Action X. There's the kill shot there. We've got the IS-3 straight ahead. There was a little bit of a wiggle and jiggle there just in case he was getting shot at, because We saw there on the armor inspector how much stronger those side folds are. Um, so if you can bait a shot into there, there's another blocked shot. So what I'm seeing, you know, just from these first early couple games, you've got a super mobile tank that you could either play defensively or aggressively. Um, and it has this mobility to get you around the map here. You know, if you're in a slow TD at this point, forget it. Your team's probably going to finish off these two guys before you even get a chance to get into position to shoot. But at 50 kilometers per hour, it makes for such a difference in getting around the battlefield. So RHM has spotted him. He is looking this way, so he's gonna back on up, get unspotted, get a little bit further away, not a whole lot. It was the act of shooting that reduced his camo to the point where the RHM could shoot. So once he was no longer spotted, he was able to cross open that opening effectively. And he's pulling up slowly because this RHM has been in this bush the entire game. Shot tracks him, and look at this, another bounce in return. And yeah, just aim into that bush and you've got the kill. So what is that? 3,672 damage, 169,000 credits, 3 kills, just over 1,000 on the XP. So a much lower XP game, not going to have any assistant damage there. But again, this tank gets around. This tank blocks shots. This tank is accurate. Alright guys, so last battle I wanted to show you here that was sent in by Nighthawk. Not an ace mastery, but still a very good battle indeed, giving you the full flavor of this tank. One of the things I forgot to mention when I was comparing it to the WZ, an extra 150 hit points. WZ is right at 1,000. This tank is at 1150. Yeah, that's pretty low for a tier 8 tank, but that just goes to show you how much or how more critical 150 hit points can be. Very aggressive playstyle here. Gonna get a shot in on the Pantera as he crosses by. Dropping adrenaline, hoping to get another shot in here, but Pantera's gonna push forward, so wasted adrenaline maybe. That was a speculation shot at best. But he's going to try to get up here to help out the T-49. So far, nobody else has been spotted on this side of the map. T-49 shoots and misses, so he does need a lot of help. And, yeah, there's a ram kill. Kind of an expensive trade, especially when you get shot as well. So, lost almost half the hit points there. But kept a teammate alive. And this is what I love about this tank. Look how fast it accelerates, how fast it gets around the map. I mean, he's just now flanked the entire team. And this is going to set up for just shooting fish in a barrel. Look at him all down there. He's got himself nicely positioned on the hill, using max gun depression. Taking a shot, moving back, wiggling. Tiger's now coming back, but he's going to be too late. The damage is going to be racked up. Yeah, definitely time to drop the adrenaline. Look, they're just lined up to be shot here. Keeping an eye on the Tiger, but making use to keep this gun in action. So Tiger finishes off that T-49, who certainly does not appear to have been worthy of losing those 250 hit points to a ram. And let's see what the Tiger can do here. Gets one shot in, only 180 damage. And here's the speed of this tank being able to back up, bouncing that shot. Unfortunately, he missed the return shot. look, he can back out of the way here. And this tiger's seen enough red, I think. And he's like, I'm just going to push on. Hopefully I can find a weaker target over here. There's another bounce. This tank and this armor profile. Can't get the kill there on the 53 TP. But it's just the tiger left. Looking for some high ground, I think, to try to get over the mound there, but decides, you know what? We already got one ram kill in for the day. Let's get another one here. And that's over 4,000 damage. And this tank, and I'm so disappointed I didn't even get a single certificate for it, will elude me for a little bit longer, guys. So, yeah. Looks like fun. I'm hoping to get it soon. Let me know if you guys got it or not. I've seen a few of them out there. And with that, have fun. Stay safe. Get educated, not fingered. Littlefinger out.